Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, subscribe. If you haven't already, like the video. Anyway, with that all being said, welcome to another video on the channel, guys. Today we're going to be talking about MK1. Now I know I have uploaded a video in like 2 weeks. Well, if you guys don't know, I have a Christian channel that I'm mainly focused on, which is way more important than any gaming thing that I do, because this is just a hobby. Because at the end of the day, Christ is going to come back and none of this stuff is going to matter. So this is just a hobby I just do, just for the fun of it, just to, you know, pass time, get my mind off of things that's going on in the world and things of that nature. So like I said, if you guys are not subscribed to my Christian channel, the Christian channel is in the description and will be in the outro. So go ahead and subscribe to that. Anyway, with that being said, let's get straight into the video. The last video I did was talking about Mortal Kombat 1, the story mode, and giving you guys my honest opinions on the story mode. Now, last video I did more or less a class session. This time I'm going to give you guys a presentation of the game itself. The title of this video is going to be called NRS Fix Your Game, because this game really needs some fixing, okay? Now you probably are wondering why I'm on the settings. Well, if I click out of this, it's going to show computers fighting. It's gonna do that Big Bang Theory thing with the sand. I don't want to see that over and over again. And Liu Kang's gonna talk over me, and he's not in authority here. I am. So anyway, today we're gonna be talking about Mortal Kombat 1. We're gonna be talking about the good and the bad things and the ugly things of this game. Just the bad things. I'm exaggerating. Without any further ado, we're gonna break this video down in 2 parts. So, well, not 2 parts actually, like making 2 videos. I'm gonna make this into like, well, I'm gonna have chapters. I'm gonna put timestamps in which parts you guys are interested in. Like for the good, most people will be interested in the bad, because there's a lot of problems with this game. Well, the first thing we're going to talk about is the good of this game, which is not a lot. Okay, now I'm not the type to, this game just came out, this game is like over a month old now. If you got the early edition, this game came out I believe the 14th of September. It is now October 15th as the day I'm recording this video. So this game has been out for literally like a month now. So we're gonna get straight into it. Let's talk about the good things of this game. We're gonna start off from the top, which is ironic. The story mode, you guys already know my opinions on the story mode. I think the story mode was very good. I think the origins for each of the new characters and Liu Kang's new era was very interesting. I think it's a little bit better than what we got from the 2 timelines that we got from the original timeline from MK1 to MK1, Mortal Kombat 9. So much ones, it's crazy. Mortal Kombat 1, 1996 or 19 whatever that game came out, and then Mortal Kombat 9, and then now Mortal Kombat 1 is ridiculous. I don't know. They could have just called this Mortal Kombat New Era. I don't know why they called it Mortal Kombat 1. Whatever. Anyway, but yeah. So as I said, the story mode was very good. I didn't really have any big issues except the tournament being like a family barbecue and Sindel dying. That was like my only gripes about the story. But other than that, I think the pacing was good. I think the visuals was good. The writing was fine. The origins of the characters was great. I think everything was heartfelt. Everything was impactful. And I think everything when it comes down to the writing and the pace of the story was very good. So big shout outs to NRS and the writing team for the story of this game. Very excellent. I never played, believe it or not, I never played Towers or anything like that. But I've seen a leak of Ermac and Quan Chi's Tower. And the way that they do the endings is very good. I believe that's very good with the animation. It's not even an animation. It's like a picture that's animated, and I think that's very cool. They did that in MK11, but they more or less amped it up in this one, and I really enjoy that. I think that's very interesting. I don't think we're ever going to go back to like how they did it in Super Street Fighter 4, like where they had like an intro, an interlude, or a prologue. So the characters like thing of what they're doing, why they're gonna fight Seth, and then when you finish Seth, you beat him or whatever, you get like an actual animation. I don't think we're ever gonna go back to that ever. I think Super Street Fighter 4 did it the best when it came down to arcade, but I don't think we're ever gonna get something like that again. And I think they did it in Alpha, but it was like kind of mediocre. And this is why I literally was at settings, because I have to keep pressing the X button. Anyway, so yeah, that was story mode and towers. I think those are cool. I have no problems with those. This is probably the last thing I'm going to say positive about this game, is the presentation of this game. The presentation, as you guys can see, everything is beautiful. You got trees, you got dragons in the back. I think the presentation, I might just got demonetized because this guy just cracked his neck. The presentation of this game is very good. I have no problems with the presentation of this game. The visuals are very great. I think NRS, besides any other fighting game, has the best visuals out of any fighting game. I think Tekken is winning right now. It's an absolute masterpiece coming from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8. Tekken 8, 7 graphics and visuals was absolutely horrendous. It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life in a fighting game. But NRS has never had a problem with visuals or presentation or anything like that. So I think NRS will always nail it when it comes down to presentation and visuals, always. And sound effects and things of that nature. I think NRS will never have any problems with that ever in history. And another thing, speaking of presentation, I think another positive thing about this game is the gameplay. I think I'm just gonna show, well, let me go to training actually. One of the things I do like about this game, and I'm pretty sure everybody like agrees with this, is the gameplay. The gameplay in MK11 was one of the, I'm not gonna say it was the worst, but it definitely was lackluster. Now don't get me wrong, I definitely enjoyed MK11. It was definitely one of the Mortal Kombat games I definitely enjoyed, but it was not better than X, and it was not better than 9. But it definitely was one of the gooder MK games from, you know, the 2D era, I would say. But it definitely was not the best. I wouldn't say it's the worst. A lot of people say that's the worst MK game that ever came out. I would not say that, but it definitely is not one of the best. Like, I would not put that on top best MK games. I would not. Like, that would have to be like, it would be very low. It would be very low, but it's not one of the best games, but it's not one of the worst games. I don't think it's the worst MK game that ever came out. I don't believe that. Anyway, as with the gameplay, I think the gameplay is very good. You know, even though the combos are very, very slow. It's very slow. As you can see, Scorpion is very slow. I mean, not as slow. I mean, when you do air combos, it's very fast, but like on the ground, it's very slow. You know, one of the key things of this game was the movement. People was complaining about the movement. They definitely sped it up, which was good. MK11, when I first got MK11 launch day, that game was extremely slow. First day playing Johnny Cage, his Rising Star was one of the slowest special moves in the entire game. It was almost like I was playing a snail. It was almost like a snail special move. It was actually the slowest thing ever in history. Even when you EX it, it was super slow. And even though the move was negative, it was super slow until they did the balance patch. I think it was 2 balance patches after that they made it faster or whatever, but that was extremely slow. And at that time, they made the game faster over time. And that game is like I think it's faster than this game, honestly. The combos are a little bit slow in this game, but one of the biggest problems that we had in MK11 was, you know, there was no combos. Like, that game was mainly neutral and just doing this all day. Just doing this. And now this is a mid. It's not a low. I'm pretty sure in MK11 it was a low. Now it's a mid. So you can just block up and you'll be fine. They brought back combos, which was very good, because that was the biggest problem in MK11. It was just very repetitive. Like, it was just the same thing over and over again. Same combo, same thing, and that game was heavily reliant on crushing blows and fatal blows. It was literally one of the most annoying things ever. And then also, we had breakaway, which was you will get punished for doing a combo. Like, it was actually insane. Unlike MK11, they brought back breaks, or what is it? I think it's breakouts or something like that. They don't have breakaways, which was extremely annoying. They just had, oh, it's breaker. I apologize. It's called breaker. They brought that back, which was, I don't know why they took it out. I don't know why they took that out in MK11. I don't know why they did that, but they brought it back in this game, and it cost 3 bars. I thought it was gonna cost 2, but that's totally fine. Just a small little issue I have. They did bring back fatal blows, which was one of the most annoying things, but they cooled it down. You can't just do the move and it's like fast. It's actually just like when you do a super move like an Injustice, it actually has like an animation, like a long animation, so you can like react to it. Unlike MK11, where you could just throw it out, like you just throw it out. Even Street Fighter, where you do like a special move, there's like an animation, a long animation you could do to react to it. Unlike MK11, you would just do that move. It was almost like you was doing a regular move. Like, it was crazy. Another thing that I enjoy about this game, which I was very concerned about, and I'm pretty sure everybody was concerned about when this game first came out, was the cameos. But the cameos are really, really, really good in this game. It really shows how each, like, you can pick any character, and you can basically, your matchup will go according to your character. And that's very good. You know, it shows off different aspects of how you can play the game. You know, if you want to play, I don't know, Scorpion and play Sonya and do like a small combo like this or something like that, you know what I mean? It would be cool. You know, it just shows a bigger variety of how you want to play the game, and I think that's very good. in a fighting game. You know what I mean? I think that's what we lack in fighting games nowadays, is a variety. You know, most people just play the same thing, do the same combos, but it's like when you have the cameo, you can do a different types of combos, like with like Sonya. Well, I kind of messed that up, but you know, you could do different, you know, you guys know what I mean. You could do a different variety of combos, not do the same combos everybody is doing. You know what I mean? Even if it's like the same type of combo, it has a little bit of flavor, if you guys know what I mean. And I think that's very good about this game. The gameplay is absolutely great. I have no problems with the gameplay. And yeah, I think even though there are some broken things, like for example, Cyrex is one of the most broken cameos in the game with his helicopter move. But that is a balance patch. That's a balance patch that they can do later on. They're obviously gonna fix that later on in the game. You're obviously gonna have to deal with broken stuff at launch, so it's not that big of a deal. And I think that's what most people don't understand. Like when the game first comes out, there's gonna be broken stuff in the game, and that's what they're called. That's what it's called, balance patches. So I think a lot of people need to relax when it comes down to like when as soon as the game comes out, oh, buff this character, oh, nerf this character. Like relax, like the game just came out, bro. Like I could understand if it was like the player one advantage, which was, I don't understand how that happened. I don't know how that happened. But like a character that just has broken stuff, you're just gonna have to deal with it until they balance it, and that's just it, bro. So I don't think people should be complaining about the characters, buff this, buff that, nerf this, nerf that. Just stop complaining and play the game until they patch it. That's it. As long as the game is playable and it's not like on some like literally unfair, because people are gonna play scrubby when the game comes out. People are scrubby in the game as soon as the game comes out, so you're just gonna have to deal with it until they do a balance patch. That's it. But yeah, overall the gameplay is very good in this game. I have no problems with it. So that is all that is good about this game. Believe it or not, that is it. There's nothing else good about this game. Nothing. I promise you, there is nothing else good in this game. Nothing. There's nothing else good in this game. Everything else from this point of this video is going to be pure negativity. I'm telling you guys right now. So if you don't want to hear anything negative about this, which I don't know why you would be here, but anyway, if you don't want to hear anything negative about Mortal Kombat 1, I highly suggest clicking off this video or just be triggered. So anyway, let's get on to the bad stuff of this game. So we're going to start off from the bottom because that's where it starts. That's where it starts. So we have the biggest problem I have with this game already is the shrine. So if you go to the shrine, right now, I don't have any coins right now. I should have get some coins. I'm actually, give me a second. Let me get some coins, and then I'll show you guys my biggest problem with this. All right, so I got up some coins. That was pretty fast. I actually like how you get coins in this game. You actually get it very fast, especially if you play invasions. But let's go on to the problem with this. So I'm gonna use my coins and use the shrine, and I'm gonna and then here's the biggest problem. Okay, I got some art. Now look how long it takes for it to go back to that. That is almost like 25 seconds of my life wasted. That is super annoying. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seconds, right? 7 seconds. I see what I got. Whatever. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 seconds of my life. 12 seconds of my life, bro. If I do 3, if I have 3,000 coins, right? And 12 times 3, that's 36, bro. You can say, oh, it's not that big of a deal or whatever. Now imagine if I had 100,000 coins or 20,000 coins. Do the math. That's gonna take over 20-something, 30 minutes for me to finish using up all my coins, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't. Some people got time to waste. I don't. I don't. So, I don't know why it doesn't go as fast, especially with the SSD that's on next gen systems. I don't know why it doesn't go that fast. I couldn't tell you why. I don't know. But if that's the case, if they're gonna do it like this, or it can't go faster than this or whatever, the animation can't go faster, the loading screen can't go faster, whatever, it can't, because it's too much memory or whatever game stuff, that whatever excuse they have, right? Just make it to where we can use all of our coins and spend it all, and then we get an abundance of rewards instead of us just being one after the other and see the same animation of this dragon's mouth going inside the coins, melting it and whatever, and giving off some ball, a dragon ball. Like, I don't want to see that all day. Like, if I'm gonna be saving all these coins and I have to sit there and watch that over and over and over again, I'm gonna lose my mind and I might break the game. Like, ain't nobody trying to sit there for 30 minutes seeing the same animation over and over again. Make it to where it's rather they make it faster, or make it to where we can spend all of our coins and then get mad rewards. That's it. I don't see the problem with that. I don't see that being an issue. They did it in Injustice, I'm 99% sure. And I'm pretty sure in Injustice, if you didn't get a chance to do that, it was one of the two. I'm gonna recheck back, or I'll show you guys on the screen how they did it in Injustice 2. In Injustice 2, literally, you can rather do it in an abundance, or like you can skip that animation and keep going quick like this, like quick. And that was before PS5 came out. So I shouldn't hear no excuse, no nothing from NRS. Honest to God, I shouldn't hear nothing. So they need to fix that ASAP. Ain't nobody trying to sit here 30 minutes doing the same thing over and over again. I'm not trying to do it. So that's one of the problems I have with the game already. Then that's just the bottom. So that's one problem. The shrine. The biggest, bro, this actually gets me angry. Like, it actually gets me upset. We're gonna go to practice mode real quick, okay? I'm gonna show you guys the biggest problem I have with this game. Like, oh my goodness, it is the biggest problem with... Oh my goodness, hold on one second. Now, I am in practice mode right now. Now, if you guys are wondering why am I always fighting Natara, because she's the worst character in this game. Terrible voice acting. I don't know why they made Megan Fox a voice actor. She's not... I don't... Anyway, that's besides the point. So, teabag, because, yeah. Anyway, so, first and foremost, the biggest problem I have with this is I go to training, right? I go to move list. Now I see all these moves that Kenshi has. Look at all this. Look at all this. He even has a different type of stance. So that means he has different type of moves when he goes into the stance, right? Look at all these moves. Look at all this. Aerial moves as well. He got aerial senton moves as well. Look at all this. All these moves, right? Now you would expect that I could pin these combos to the screen so I could, you know, implement these combos, right? Can I do that? No! I cannot do that. I cannot put not a single combo on the screen. I can't even put all these special moves there. And I picked Kenshi for a reason. So there's no excuse, because I know somebody's gonna say, oh, you just got terrible memory. Oh, there's no, look at this guy's move list. Look. I'm still scrolling. You mean to tell me it's gonna take me, if I had pin to combos on the screen, the lapping would not be so tedious. Look at this man's moves, bro. I'm still scrolling. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when this game first came out, when I played the game and I went to training, I kept pressing, because I think in all the other NRS games except 9, it was like, I think you could press rather square or X to pin the combos to the screen, or the start button. It was one of those. And when I was pressing every button in my life to pin the combos, I was like, these people, NRS did not put that mechanic in the game. Why? And it's not like Street Fighter, where it's just like 4 buttons and it's the same move. Street Fighter does not have actual like combos. Everybody has the same type of move. It's light, medium, and heavy. It's the same thing. In that game, you just have to like press like a singular button most of the time. And it's not complicated. Look at this. You got 3, 2, 1. 2, 2, 1. Well, that's kind of easy, right? Most of these are easy, right? You got 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1. I apologize. I think I'm saying this right. If I'm not saying this right, I apologize, because I don't usually say 1, 3, 2 or whatever these game people be saying. I usually just say square, circle, square. I don't usually say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't usually do that because I find that corny, and I find that a little bit too complicated for me. It's just easier for me. But anyway. So yeah, look at all these moves, and I can't pin not a single one. I can't pin not a single one. Now Ed Boon said that he's gonna look into it. Why is there not a patch? They just came out with a patch doing the player one advantage. They couldn't add pinning to combos to the thing. I don't see that as a hard thing, because they did it before. They did it in Injustice is when they brung it out. They did it in MKX, Injustice 2, MK11, and now in this game they just took it out. For what? And I know somebody might say, oh, but MK9 they didn't have it. You know, we had to do the same thing that we're doing now. Here's the thing. MK9 did not have the overly complicated moves. Now Kenshi, he has a whole bunch of moves. Like, it's not like he just has like square, triangle, or like this simple thing. Triangle, square, or triangle. Like, if I go to a person like Johnny Cage, another problem I have with this game is that you cannot go to practice and then pick a character differently without having to go to the entire player select. In Street Fighter, you can do that, and I'm pretty sure in Tekken you could do that. I don't know why they don't have that in this game. Regardless, that is a major problem, but that's not my biggest problem. The major problem is the pin to combos. Anyway, let me show you guys an example of a character that's extremely complicated. Now look at a character like Johnny Cage here, right? Now Johnny Cage is probably I heard he's the best character in this game. But let's look at his move list. He has the easy thing: square, triangle, square, circle, forward. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy, bro. He has triangle, square, circle. Look at all these moves, bro. He doesn't have as much as Kenshi, but bro, I don't understand why they took it out the game. I don't understand why they did it. I don't know how they forgot about it. And it would have been better for story mode so that we can pin the combos to the screen when they go to a different character we don't know how to play as. But they did not add that. We had to just literally do this. Boom, boom, this. Oh, what's that combo? Square, triangle, X. Like, bro, like, I don't understand why they took it out the game. I couldn't tell you. And they didn't add it in the last patch they did with the player one advantage, whatever. I don't know why they didn't add it in the game. I don't know why they didn't add it in the game. I couldn't tell you why. But yeah, the biggest problem I have with this game that really irks my soul anytime I open this game up is they do not have pin to combos to the screen. So anytime I want to learn a new character, it's going to take me probably 2 or 3 days instead of 1 day. One of the biggest problems with this game. Let's go on to the next problem. The next problem I have with this game is the customization. Now I know this game is not aesthetically pleasing like MK11. MK11 was all about customization. It was like Injustice 2 but on crack. You can customize the intros, customize the outros, customize a mask, their belts, their feet. Like, you could customize like 3 components. It was actually aesthetically pleasing in that game. But in this game, it just took me to the... In this game, however, look at Scorpion, for example. You can only customize that man's mask. Only his mask. That's it. You can't customize nothing else. Nothing. There's 2 slots I'm missing. It's not going to tell me how I unlock it at all. Unlike MK11, it tells you how you unlock these things. In this game, they won't even show you how you unlock how you unlock skins. They won't tell you how you unlock it at all. And that's another problem I have with this game. I don't know why they don't tell you how to unlock certain... Like, what if there's a mask I really like and I saw it from someone, right? Saw it on a YouTube video or whatever. I saw, oh, that mask is cool. How do I get that? And they'd be like, oh, I just got it from the shrine. How will I know that? I will only know that because he told me. That's it. But if I saw it like in an invasion, or like I'm fighting a scorpion and I seen with that mask on, I will not know how to unlock that because there's no way to find out. Unless I go on YouTube or go somewhere. And most of the time, people are not going to be telling you how to unlock each and every mask. Nobody's doing that. Like, nobody really doing that. Like, nobody's really that generous, especially for this game. They're not doing it. They're not going to do it. But yeah, there's not a lot of customization in this game, which is a little bit of a bummer. But I understand it because, you know, this game is not as aesthetic as MK11. You know, I understand that. I really wish they at least brought back the outros, like different outros and intros. But it's fine. It's not really that big of a deal, even though that was like one of the greatest things of MK11 was how aesthetically pleasing it was. But that's besides the point. You know, they have different skins or whatever. That's cool. Never really had a problem with it. There's not a, like, most of them look the exact, not really the exact same, but there's nothing really like too crazy change about them. Like, they kind of look the exact same. It's not like they have like bright colors. Like, this is like the only brightest color. Most of the colors are like dark. Like, this is another dark color, but this is dark. This is dark. This is dark. Like, it's kind of the same thing. Same thing with like the regular one. It's not really that big of a change. It's just, you know, it is what it is. At least I wish, at least they could have did 2 gear. Like, for example, Scorpion, his mask, and his spear, or that thing he has, that hook thing. That would have been cool. But, you know, I understand why they didn't do the whole full-on customization. You know, it makes sense, but, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not complaining about it. They had to do all the amount of work for the invasions, the new mode in this game, which is not that great, by the way. So I understand it, but I wish they at least did 2 gear instead of 1, because they just look plain just with like 1 different mask on. You know what I mean? I mean, the skins, I guess, are gonna make up for it. Like, they got the Deadly Alliance skin. The skin is fire. I just wish they did not have his teeth in there. They made him look like Ghost Rider, and he's not all that good looking Ghost Rider-ish, bro. You know, I just wish he didn't have the teeth. I just wish his mouth was closed, or they made him more skeleton instead of him having a full-on teeth. It's a little bit too much for me. But anyway, that is my gripe with the customization. It's just a little bit lackluster compared to MK11, but I understand it because they had to focus on other stuff. And not every game is going to be the same like the last game, so I get it. So that's just like a minor problem. It doesn't really bother me as much. Cameos is the same thing. I don't know if we're going to get like different skins. I know like with Sonya, they got like MK3 Sonya and then regular Sonya. I don't know if they're going to like add more skins to that. I have no idea. It would be really nice to see the MK11 I almost said Cyrex. The MK11 Sector and the MK11 Cyrex. That'll be cool. Or the Deadly Alliance Cyrex, where, you know, where he's like in his full form or whatever. I don't think they'll do that because I mean, they could because they did it with MK9, but we'll see. I already saw that there was a leak skin of Scorpion in his MK3 suit, which was pretty cool. So I hope they do more with the customization for the cameos at least. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the customization in this game. Another problem I have with this game is now, mind you, playing online is the last resort I do when coming to fighting games, because I personally don't like playing online until I finish everything single player wise. Bars. That's just me personally. I feel like playing online should just be a fun thing I just do, and not just something I do for like competitive, like I just don't like playing online until I finish everything single player wise. And I get good at the game, know the characters, know the combos, things like that, how to play each character, how to defend each character, things of that nature. So I like playing offline a lot before I play online, and getting frustrated and all this other stuff, which I don't really get frustrated. You know, people are going to play how they want to play. But one of the things I saw in online was you can't change your character like in MK11. Which is a huge, like, it's a problem, because let's say if you play like a character like Smoke, who's a very close-up character, mixy character, whatever, and like you play like a zoner, because I'm pretty sure a zoner cannot, like, a zoner against Smoke is like terrible, because the moment Smoke teleports, they can just block it and punish him, and then he doesn't really have anything to combat the zoning, and I don't think there's any real cameo that can really help him, unless, I guess, Kung Lao could, but you can still punish that. So it's really bad. Like, the matchup is really bad with certain, like, if you play Smoke against the zoners, the matchup is terrible. So if you lose against that character, if you're playing as Smoke, and you go again and you lose that, you can't change your character. You could change your cameo, but you can't change your character, which is annoying. I mean, you can't do that in Street Fighter, but Street Fighter is, like I said, that game is more or less a neutral game, and changing your character would just, like, you'll just be cheating at that point. Like, you'll just pick a character that will just make you win. You get what I mean? It's not like in this game where it's like a matchup problem, And Street Fighter, you could just pick Zangief or pick like a grappler or somebody broken and just win the game. Like that's just more or less cheating, and I guess that's why they do that. Like you can't change the character because they know certain characters just outright beat the other character. But it's just, I guess that's the same thing in this game. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about it. I think it was fine when you could change the character. I just think that not being able to change your character for like matchups like smoke against a zoner is very bad. I think it's a very dangerous move to do. And another problem I have is they made it to best of 5, and that's very bad for content wise bars. Because if I go against somebody, usually fights are best of 3 are like 10 to 15 minutes, right? More maybe 7 minutes, 5 minutes. I wouldn't say 5, probably 8 minutes at max if the person is not good and you just body them, right? But when you have best of 5, you are playing that person 15 to 20 minutes, and it will be terrible if they reverse sweep you, bro. So you're not only gonna have to deal with that assault of the reverse sweep, you also have been fighting that same person for 20 to 25 minutes, and I think that is very, very, very annoying. I never played online, like I said previously, but I think when I play online and it's best of 5, I'm going to be annoyed playing the same person 3 times in a row. And that's in Kombat League. It's not like in player where you can just play the person if you want to, friendly rematch, play the person. In this game, you have to play the person 3 times. That is crazy to me. I think that's outrageous that you have to play somebody 3 times in a row for almost 20 minutes, especially if they're scrubby, they're trolling, and they're just being obnoxious. 3 matches is crazy. You know, best of 3, 2 matches, or if they win the match and then they win in the next match, the match is over. I don't have to fight that guy ever again. But it's like, if I beat them 2 times and they beat me another time and then they beat me again and then they beat me again, that is so on the moon, and that is super, super long. You know what I mean? I don't want to play a person 3 times in a row. That is crazy. I refuse to do it. Every other game is best out of 5. I don't know why in this game they made it best out of 3. I wish I can tell you. I don't know why they did it. And they brought back Kombat League, which was toxic. Everybody said don't bring it back, and they still bring it back. So it's like absolute craziness. But anyway, that was the online. Another thing that's a problem is that you can only view intros in local or online on the player select screen. When you go to towers, you cannot view the intros. You can't. It just skips to the animation, the intro animation, but you will not hear no dialogue, which is very annoying. I wish that they put that back to where we see the intros and then they brush each other off and then they do their little stance, whatever, and then they say fight. But I don't know. I think they said that it was because of the PS5, the SSD, they wanted to make it faster, whatever. But people like the intros, so it would be nice to have that in. You know, why would you only have the intros in local battle? You know what I mean? Like only in the player select screen. That's ridiculous. The last problem I have with this game is invasions. Okay? Invasions is probably one of the biggest problems with this game right now. Now, actually, let me not go to this place. I'm actually going to go to a place where I can show you guys a better example. If I go to Shang Tsung's laboratory, right? Now, if you look at this place right here, right? Now, one big problem I have is there's no map. So, this place is very, like, boxish, right? I can only zoom the camera this much. I can only move it this much. I can't even move it up or down. I can only move it left and right. I cannot see what is on my right at all, bro. I can't see what's on my right. I can't see if I went there already. And I can't see if I went to the place on my left. And I can't even see if I went to somewhere on my back, bro. I can't even see if I went somewhere behind me. The camera is absolutely horrendous. And you can't even zoom out. This is the greatest you can zoom out. This is it. So there's no map. And there's no progression of how much, like, if you missed anything, let's say if you missed anything, right? There's no progression on each map. So you will not know if you 100% each map or not. You would have to guess. So let's say if you missed a part because of this stupid map, you could barely see anything. Let's say if I go here, like, what is that? Did you guys just see that? It just changed the angle of the freaking map, bro. Look at this. What is this? This is stupid. I was having so much trouble because I didn't know where I was going. And there's so much, like, look at this, bro. I can't even move the camera to this side. I can't move it. It's so stupid. This is literally the longest I could do the camera. It's stupid. There's not a map, there's not nothing. Not even a compass we don't get. Absolutely horrendous. Another thing that's a problem with this game mode. I mean, I guess character mastery goes into it. It just takes way too long to master your character. It takes way too long. It takes way too long. The farming method where you fight those 3 endurance people are not enough. You're still gonna be there for hours straight. That's way too much. The reward that you get for fighting off the final boss or the bosses of each map is not rewarding enough. They should let you master you should like gain like at least 2 or 3 levels when you beat the boss. Like, even if they make the boss harder, I would rather make it harder and have my reward more satisfying. Than beat the boss semi-easy and my reward is just a skin. It's ridiculous, bro. It's stupid. So the character mastery is annoying already. And also, another problem I have is anytime I do a finishing move, a fatality on someone, it goes extremely slow. Like the game, like freeze frame is like I'm playing the N64 or something. I don't know why. Sometimes even when I'm playing local CPU, the sound goes in and out. Sometimes I can't even hear anything. I can't hear a soul. I can't hear nobody getting hurt by a punch. I can't hear music. I can't hear nothing. Most of the time, it's in invasions. Can't hear a soul, bro. Biggest problem with invasions, there's no map. There's no progression. You won't know if you 100% a map or not. You would have to just guess. And you won't know where you went and where you came from, because the map is horrendous, bro. If you're in closed areas like this, you cannot see anything. You can't see a thing. There's not a map where it's like a free drone where you can see, okay, I've been here, or a large map or a large mini map, so you can say, okay, I went here already, or there's a progress, okay, I finished this like 90%, what do I gotta do next? There's none of that. And I actually thought this mode was actually gonna be good. Now this mode is not bad, it's just very repetitive, and it has a whole lot of just problems. It has sound problems, it has freeze problems, it has map problems. Like, this mode has so much problems, bro, and this game has so many problems. So many problems. And yeah, that's it about invasions mode, and I think that's all that I have to say about this game. Let me go back to the main menu. As far as I can remember, I don't think there's any other problems I have with this game. I think I mentioned everything I have wrong with this game. I mentioned that invasions is broken. Invasions, even I would be happy if I never had invasions like the Nintendo Switch had, than have this invasions, because this invasions is just as worse as not having it, honest to God. There's no intros. You can't view intros in the towers. You can only view them in local and online player select. Super annoying. That is annoying. I don't know, like, why would you just put it in one section? Why don't you just put it in the whole game? Like, it's ridiculous. Kombat League is best out of 5, which is a huge L for content wise. Now, I'm not making content on this game, but content wise, when I'm watching like YouTubers that play the game, they have to fight the same exact person 3 times in a row. And if they get reverse swept, they're playing 5 matches, which is 20 minutes. It is bad content wise, and it's annoying to fight the same person for 20 minutes straight. Some random, especially if they're trash or they're playing scrubby or trolling. It's super freaking annoying. Having best out of 3 is just 3 games and I'm done. 2 if I win. So super annoying that they changed it to 3, and super annoying that they brought back Kombat League, which is absolutely toxic. Customization is very lackluster, but I will give this one, I'm not even gonna give this a slide, but I'm not gonna criticize it as much because of how much effort they put in other stuff. So, and this game is not as aesthetically pleasing like MK11, so I'm not gonna get on this case as much, but it's still a problem that you can only customize one thing. And you know what I mean? And most of the customization, like, I'm gonna give you guys an example. Uncaged Games said this. For example, like Kenshi, Astra, you will see her sword, but you're not gonna see it like all the time. Like if she had her sword and her hats or something as customization, then we could see, okay, this guy has this type of hat on, and he has that type of sword that you're barely probably gonna see. That would be fine, but at least I'll know that, okay, this person has a customization of a hat, you know what I mean? And we can see how different players customize their character. You're not gonna see the sword all the time because she's gonna be using it. But if she has the hat, it's not really gonna come off during the game. I mean, it's never gonna come off, but anyway, unless you're doing a fatality or whatever, but it's never gonna come off. So you'll see the creativity of the customization that the player used. With just one thing like a sword or something, you're not gonna see it. Sub-Zero in them you will see because it's on their face, but you're not gonna see it as much. Same thing with Kenshi, same thing with Baraka, and Kung Lao, you'll see it. Johnny Cage, you'll see it. Liu Kang, you won't be paying attention, but you'll see it. Sub-Zero, like these people, like the ninjas, you'll see it. But like you probably barely will see it with Rain, probably. Barely with Tanya, barely with Melina. Like you will barely see it. Katana, not really. Shang Tsung, not really. General Shao, not really. And Sindel, yes, because it's apparent. So like I said, it would have been better if you could customize at least two things. At least two things. But unfortunately, you can't do that. So it is what it is. And like I said, the biggest problem I have with this game that makes me want to just delete this game in its entirety is the pin to combos. I don't like I said, I don't know why on God's green earth that these people did not put pin to combos to this. I couldn't tell you why. The simplest thing that had no problem. Nobody had a problem with this. They decided to remove it out the game, or quote unquote forget about it. Like, how do you forget people living in a game? How? Another thing is the shrine. I already said my problems with the shrine already. It takes way too freaking long. All you gotta do is to make it where we can put X amount of coins in the thing or whatever, and then we get X amount of rewards for it based on how much coins we put in the shrine. Literally the easiest thing you could do. Or make the shrine faster. That's it. You have the SSD, you have the power, don't make no excuses, do it. No Shia LaBeouf, just do it. And no Nike. Overall, this game is the most broken good game I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't understand how this game could be broken and good. I couldn't understand it. I wish I could understand it. Now listen, NRS, I want you guys to listen carefully. Ed Boon and the directors of NRS or whatever, I want you guys to listen very carefully. I don't care about no Omni-Man trailer. I don't care about Takeda Takahashi. I don't care about no Ermac. I don't care about no Quan Chi. Squidward type beat. Bars. I don't care about no Peacemaker, Attitude Adjustment, You Can't See Me. I can't see why you did not put pin to combos in the game. I can't see why. I don't care about no Anthony Starr Homelander. I don't care. Fix the game. I don't care about any of that. I don't care, bro. Fix the game now. Fix the game. I shouldn't have sound problems. I shouldn't be playing the game and then audio cuts out. I shouldn't be going into practice mode and I can't ping combos to the screen. I shouldn't have to play invasions and not have a map. Like, fix the game. Now, fix it. How can you have a good broken game? I don't understand it. How? Some people say that they rushed the game. Maybe they did. I don't care what they did. Fix the game. I don't want no DLC to drop until you fix the game. I don't care. The balance patch, most people are complaining about that. I don't care. I'm not playing online right now. I'm playing offline and I have problems with the offline. Fix the game. I think I'm done. I think I'm done with that. That was my little rant about my problems with this game. NRS, fix the game. I don't care about what y'all got going on. I don't care which, like, Ed Boon, fix the game. Like, fix the game. This is like, Fix the game. Just fix the game. I don't care about any other stuff. Just fix the game. Don't add no DLC until you fix the game. If you're gonna add that Omni-Man character in the game, when you add that man in the game, if there's not a patch in that, if there's not a patch in that Omni-Man package, bro, with Tremor, I don't want to see it. I'm not playing it. Patch the game. Add pin combos to the game. You know, it's so bad. It's so bad that the NRS community had to literally make a whole list, like literally like 2 paragraphs long, of stuff that they want fixed in the game. That is a problem. This has never happened in history, ever. So the fact that the community is coming together and making a thread of problems they have with the game, that is a problem. NRS? Yo, never in my 21 years of living on this earth have I seen a community sit up there and make a thread and thousands of people agree with the thread about the problems they have with this game and the things they want to be fixed. I never seen it. I have never seen it in my life. Fix the game. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. Fix the game. That's all I gotta say. Just fix the game, bro. This is a good game. Like, there's more bad in this game than good. Like, honestly. Like, I don't understand how you have a good broken game. As I said, I think I'm done talking. I'm saying the same thing over and over again. I'm getting annoyed. If you guys enjoyed the video, like the video. Subscribe if you're new. Spider-Man drops literally Friday. I wanted to drop this video before Spider-Man drops because I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of it. Commentary, of course. So you guys stay tuned for that. I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here. Ed Boon fix the game. NRS fix the game. Add pin combos to the screen. Like, if you're going to fix anything, just add that. That's it. Anyway, I'm done. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.